don't know, my internet just had a brain fart. It just literally just just dropped itself, and then told me to go fuck off and go to sleep, which is very nice of my internet. I actually don't have Comcast. I have someone else. They're not as bad as Comcast, but sometimes things like this happen. Oh, my internet is dropping more frames. Right, so now I know for a fact that my stream is going to continue dropping frames for the rest of the night. Ugh. So just be warned, my internet will probably drop again sometime in the near future. Just be warned. But anyways, continuing where I left off before my internet fucking interrupted me. So in this game, there's this thing called core hell. What that means is that there's this material in the game, there's this resource in the game called cores, dummy cores, and you can see it up on the top, the middle top where it says dummy core. That's what cores are. You use cores to perform what's known as dummy linking. So for example, I don't have anybody who can be dummy linked, but the reason why you see if you've been watching like the actual gameplay, the reason why you're seeing like the guns have like multiple clones of themselves is because they've been dummy linked. You can tell that a gun's been dummy linked by the number underneath their star rating. So for example, my AR-15, Mark 23, and 9A are all quintuple dummy linked. They're all dummy linked. Maximum up to ×5. That's their max. You dummy link at level 10, 30, 70, and 90. So you can dummy link. Actually, you dummy link 4 times, not 5. My bad. So the reason why core hell exists is that if you have a lot of 5 stars, the 5-star weapons, like no matter what their gun type, they always cost 15 cores for their first and second dummy links. For their third dummy link, they take 30, and for their fourth dummy link, they take 45, and those add up really fast. That's why people always complain about core hell, because they're leveling way too many 5 stars at the same time, and they just don't have enough core upkeep, or they don't have enough core revenue to sustain that. So they're kind of stuck on, like, you know, dummy link ×2 or ×3 until they can somehow find more cores. Right now I'm good. I've been told that 400 is still not enough, but you know, that's better than having less than 100. Yeah, the way I farm cores is not actually by farming them, but by constructing them. Whenever there's like a raid up, that's why I recommend going over to your logistics and then going for TDOL contracts. Let's go back to logistics, right? So for example, 02 gives you potentially can give you a TDOL contract as a reward for completing the logistics mission. Part of the reason why I recommended all these logistics that give you that can potentially give you TDOL contracts is not only because they give you like an even spread of a roughly even spread of resources, but also they give you a lot of TDOL contracts, and you want to save up a lot if you're free to play. So in case we get like a content update that gives us new guns, you get to just burn all those contracts just to see if you can get, like, you know, the new 5-star or whatever. Like for example, the last one we got was, let's see if the news still has it on here. Notice, no, I guess the news are no longer there. Yeah, they took out the news, but I'll just show you her. For example, the latest featured 5-star who was on raid up was IWS 2K, which is this gun right here, or this sniper rifle right here, if the game will let me select her. She was the latest 5-star on raid up, and it took me about 80 contracts to get her, because I don't know the exact percentage, but it's around like a, you know, maybe like a 1-2% chance to grab her when she's on raid up. Maybe a little bit more actually, but still pretty rare, just like any other gacha game. So it can potentially take you dozens, maybe even hundreds of TDOL contracts to pull your whatever rated 5-star is you know, on raid up, and Yeah, it takes a lot. Now, while you're trying to go for you know, whatever rate of 5-star there is, you're gonna get a ton of 3-stars, a lot of 4-stars, maybe even some 5-stars that you already have a max dummy linked, and so you don't really need them anymore, right? So you can just burn them, and when you burn them, you burn so many that you know you end up having core stashes that look kind of like this. If the game will load fast enough. So that's how I avoid core hell, like just racking up a lot of T-Doll contracts, and then when it's time to burn them all because there's a new gun on raid up, just spam T-Doll contracts, just spam them when it's on raid up until you get what you want. And chances are you're not gonna get what you want until you go through a ton of other 4, 3, 5-stars before then, right? So 5-star rates confirmed to be 3%. All right, not bad then. It's still rare enough. So yeah, that's how I personally avoid core hell. But again, that assumes that you've gotten off on a good start. So let's just put it that way. That won't raise her evasion. Let's see. What about her? What's she saying? Is my Twitch chat dead? I think my Twitch chat is dead. Japan seems to be heading into Korean speed of updating 2 years worth of content to a year or less. I understand that because I explained I explained the whole JP server situation in Girls Frontline's development history. I don't know if you were there to hear me explain that, Eric, but I understand why JP has a legit reason why they're going Korea speed in terms of Girls Frontline content. It was because their server should have been in existence 2 years ago. So I can understand them accelerating content because they should have gotten their server 2 years ago. That's a perfectly valid excuse for me. Oh, she's yelling Yahoo Cola. Oh yeah, that's right. I remember reading about something about she's not Python. What's her real name? I know they don't use her real name in this game. I'll just call her SSA. I know I've read something about her being a coke freak. Not the drug, but the drink. I remember reading something like that. Yeah, I know her name is SAA, but that's not her real name. That's the thing that I want to get across. Not enough action points? Ah, fuck! I didn't deploy both of my echelons at the same time. Now this is why I deploy 2 full units at the same time. It's because of this reason. Yeah. All right. Emergency maneuvers. Clear out these 2, and then I'll drop in a friend echelon there. It is the real name? Oh, it's Single Action Army. No, I was referring to the model number. I refer to guns as the model numbers unless they specifically have a name. Oh, Single Action Army. Or maybe that is its full name and doesn't even have a model number. M1873. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. M1873. That's what I mean by I know guns by their model numbers. But yeah, the Cold Single Action Army should be its more famous name. Yeah, I know they omit the cold part for obviously copyright issues. 4 extra Thompsons. Tommy's one of the 5-stars where you can get her from literally any recipe, I think. Pretty sure. We'll just do I have maid power. Oh, G36. I feel obligated to get G36 to max because if you guys didn't know, I used to play combat runs back in the day, and in that game, the G36E, which is basically the G36, was top tier. It was the best assault rifle in the game, but only if you were really good with it. It was basically a skill cannon. Like if you were not so great at the game, it was an okay rifle, but if you were really good at it, then yeah, it was a complete skill cannon. You could melt people across the map with that shit. That gun was nasty in that game. So, just for old time's sakes, I'm leveling G36 and G36C. Just for old time's sakes. Okay. App Store still doesn't have the download update. 416 and G11 can drop in pretty much any recipe. Can they really? Damn. G36C, Valkyrie, and TPG. Good times. The two top tier free-to-play weapons in that game. G36 and the TPG. Yeah, same. I love the Scar weapons. The Scar rifles are among the favorite. Are like either among my favorite or like my favorite rifles in the game, or not in the game. Not even in the game yet. Let's see. Actually, hold plan. Reset that. Yeah, the Scar assault rifles are like among my favorite rifles in IRL. Which is hilarious too, because for the icon that they use for the combat tab, one of the guns that you see is actually the Scar. So it's hilarious that they use the Scar picture, but they don't have it in the game. It's like, what's up with that? Actually, maintenance ends at 5. Well, by that point, I'd probably end the stream and be asleep. So it doesn't really bother me. Yeah, the Scar was super fun to use in the Modern Warfares. I agree. I think one or two more runs, and then we finish the kill 5 bosses keycard event or keycard mission. Is NTW a good sniper or stick with Walther? NTW is a nuke rifle. What that means is that they're really good at nuking people, obviously, but for general purpose stuff, you're better off sticking with Walther. Let me read you what it says on the tier list. So NTW 20. She has the highest firepower in the game. She's a nuke rifle. Her firepower is fucking ridiculous, and so is her skill multiplier and skill cooldown. Not a general use rifle, because she has a low fire rate of 30, and her high firepower overkills most enemies in the game. So her damage will basically be wasted. So yeah, nuke rifles like her are designed to inflict maximum damage within an extremely short window. With an 8 times damage multiplier and 165 firepower combined, you can hit for very high numbers. Her long cooldown and aim time means that you need to buy a lot of time for her before she can, you know, shoot people and nuke people. Nuke rifles are highly situational today, so they have very little practical use. You will rarely ever need to use NTW-20 or other nuke rifles, just not optimal because other rifles are just better, and they're just better at the job, like Walther. But yeah, one of the best nuke rifles, but one of the worst general use rifles. So hence not recommended, but in case you feel like you need a nuke rifle, she's one of the best, if not the best. There you go. So overall, stick with Walther. stick with Walter. I got my iTunes gift codes though. Let's go ahead and redeem them. Let's see. Figured that would be the case. Instead of going through boss phase, you can just one-shot it with NTW M99, I guess. Damn, I don't have a lot of space anymore. Can I have your opinions on Jalter being the worst servants on Ami's meme list? Like, yeah, sure, I don't care. At Meaty is a fucking meme. Don't take it seriously. Who the hell cares if they rate Jalter as bottom tier? I call it ass media for a reason. Let's see if we can redeem another code. Same one. I was supposed to get 2 iTunes gift cards orders, or actually rather 3. I only got 1. What the fuck, really? They better send me with those codes. Yeah, I saw. Not that I'm gonna grab her though, because I don't need to. Let's see here. Really? I'm still not done doing the boss killing? Gotta be like one more then. Yeah, one more. And again. I'll fall asleep before Joe comes back. It's only 30 minutes. I can last 30 minutes. Though I won't be around. I won't be hanging out much longer after that, though. I can tell you that for sure. 'Cause remember, I still have work tomorrow. Equipment limit. God damn it. Yes, I know that. I know that Girls Frontline is planning to add. Are going to, if they haven't already, added nade launchers. I know. I've seen their pictures. I've seen their pictures, and I've seen their what you calls it, their arts, their gifs, whatever. Let's see, how many scopes do I have? I know I don't have a lot of scopes. Yeah, I don't have a lot of scopes. I really need to construct more scopes, but that's just kind of RNG at that point. How many armor rounds, AP rounds do I have? Just kind of wonder what I can get rid of. Do I even want to use silencers? Are silencers even good? Hey, I just realized my Twitch chat is dead. Long live YouTube chat, I guess. Alright, Point Boy, thanks for stopping by. Our server maintenance just ended. I can tell that's a bait, but I'll take the bait. I'll bite the bait anyway. Let's see if you're right. I know you guys are just lurking. I know, just a meme. Nope, it's just a bait. So you're a filthy liar. Let's see, 5 minutes. I wanna, because if I were to go out doing missions now, I'd be wasting the surplus XP. I'm gonna wait the 5 minutes out, and then start writing comment reports, and yeah, get back to doing dailies that way. On the bright side, rolled Jack right before it started. Hey, be careful they don't roll back the servers. Would be a shame if something were to happen to your Jack. This is a game available in the Philippines. Anything is available if you just download Ku app. It's my largest hoard of combat reports, 50, because I keep using them. You could play FGO JP while waiting for NA. I don't have a JP account, and I don't plan on playing JP. I'm literally just gonna wait here until my combat reports are done. 3 minutes. Yeah, I saw BB Nelson. She's apparently, Nelson confirmed Haruna and Bismarck fangirl with the same pose. Been trying to get near her since you started FGO. Hey, if it makes you feel any better, even a way like me, I only have her MP1. OG Nero, that is. You got school in 5 hours, you should probably go to sleep then. How long will I want away from maintenance? If they do what they've done before, they should end maintenance in 30 minutes. So we'll see if they bring the servers back up then. How's the daily missions for Girls Frontline compared to other mobile games? Azure Lane dailies are way easier, and they go by much faster. It takes about an hour to get all the dailies done in Girls Frontline, whereas you could literally do all the dailies in Azure Lane in like 15-20 minutes. You think ART is legal? Art? Oh, you mean ART 556? Is this girl legal? Probably not, but, you know, remember, these lollies are holding guns, so. I guess ART 556 is the closest thing we're ever gonna get to having an actual SCAR rifle in the game, because I think pretty sure the ART 556 is based on the SCAR platform, or at least it takes inspirations from it. Sniper. I like how you start out your sentence on a first name basis. It's not really my first name, but you get the idea. You don't want to jump throw several hoops just to play one game. That's not my problem. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. That's not my problem. Plenty of people do the exact same shit and then some just to play whatever mobile game they want to play. Like, people have done more for less. So, if you can't handle that, then okay, whatever. Don't play it then. The hell? Why did my screen flip upside down? read my combat reports to Walther. I keep tapping on the wrong tabs. ART resembles both the SCAR and the ACR. Definitely has a SCAR buttstock, that's for sure. It probably has ACR internal parts. That's probably why. It probably has an ACR barrel, maybe. Let's see, warehouse. Give to Walther. Hey. And gift to give custards to you. Hey. Okay. God damn it. I don't have negative, no. I don't do a lot of machine gun recipes. And the few times I have, I've never gotten negative, so rip. It's probably you're still streaming. Hey Shortly, how's it going, man? You're the Shortly on my friends list, right? For Girls Frontline. Yeah, originally Fate was supposed to come out. The servers for FGO were supposed to be up 2 hours ago, but extended maintenance, so here I still am. I probably won't last long after FGO comes back, though. I'll probably just get like a few farming runs and I'll call it a night, because I still have work tomorrow. It's true that when you start using rails, all stat games follow the same curve. Yes, they're all linear. Why are we here, just to suffer? You know that better than anyone, Ruby. Why is maintenance still going? Blame iOS. Shit, I don't need to move Walther. Kurt, you and so many other people ask me for a guide on the 1 and 2 and 3 stars. I don't know if I'm ever going to do one. I've kind of always thought about it on and off, but like those videos take a long time, so I would say eventually I'll make one for the free-to-play servants, but I just don't know when that time will be. Alright, Bemlem, thanks for watching, man. Yeah, have a good one. Go Captain China. Captain China. That feel when she's your only shotgun? Feels bad, man. Time to munch on another snack. Hopefully this will help me get me through this. Where are artillery girls? I know, right? Yeah, intern kun. Demo intern kun again. Just make a new video covering the 4 or 5 stars. 5 stars we got. Skeleton, did you not watch my updated how to use all the 4 and 5 star videos in the game? Star for service in the game videos? Cannot watch that. What's a snack? It's a Korean snack. Actually, this is really funny because I just realized this snack is called korebap in Korean, and in English that means whale food. Isn't that so fitting? This also happens to be one of my favorite snacks. I used to love these as a kid. I still do actually. It all makes sense now. The universe is all coming together. Make a new video every time a server is released? Yeah, I can't do that. Maybe if I didn't have a job. Maybe if YouTube were my job, I would have the time for that, but no, that's not possible. Like cheese puffs? I guess kind of? Nah, they're not exactly like cheese puffs. They're distinct. They're distinctly different. Yeah, I'm rolling on the banner. I want MP3 Nerofest. Sure you can. If that lame voice of Saint Quartz can, so can you. I prefer doing other things by the time in. Like, for one, unlike voice of Saint Quartz, I actually grind the game. So much of my time is spent grinding the actual game. That's one thing that takes up my time. Is actually playing the damn game. If I'm not playing the game, either I'm playing other games, or I'm working on fanfiction. How long is Azure Lane maintenance usually? Like 4 hours. Enterprise me. How do you get so much quartz? Do you work your ass off? I do, but that's not the main reason. It's called money management, dude. Actually, before I do that. No, don't want to retreat you guys. Working on fanfiction? I mean, I don't know how other people's write their shitty ass fanfictions, but the way I write my shitty fanfictions is by spending about 6 to 8 hours a day writing 5K words. That's what I used to do for 2 years straight. About before I got into FGO. Every day I would write 5,000 words. I would write 2,500 words at each sitting. Split them up into 2 parts. Every day 5,000 words. That would take anywhere from 4 to 9 hours, depending on how fast I was typing it. So yeah, by that point, I was treating it as an actual job, with the amount of hours I was putting into it. What game is this? This game is called Girls Frontline. FGO stole you away from writing? Honestly, yeah. If I never got into FGO, I would have still kept writing. Bad game, no content updates. Lol. What's the name of my stories? The Contact Collection one is called Ambience of Fleet Symphony. Pretty sure it's the longest fanfiction in the world. Yeah, Ruby's got the names. I'm sure I'm pretty sure she's been in my chat before. Because I know I've talked about this before with somebody. Fanfic is a parasite coming from someone called Gilgamesh. Yeah, I bought an iPad. It's sitting right next to me. I hate when that happens. Girls Frontline is really finicky with where you tap on the battlefield. Sometimes that can happen when you're trying to move your units, except you end up swiping across the entire battlefield instead. That shit is fucking annoying. I remember you giving me light depression on that. Good job on it, by the way. Which one? Which one are you talking about? You also have Girls Frontline fanfics? Just one. I wasn't really planning on going too hard on it, but... You're here to Nuaku? Yeah, that's me. Man, you write some good stories. That's not what most people say. You don't care for fan fiction? I respect that, but, you know, and I understand where your sentiment is coming from, that most fan fiction is shit, but, you know, there are some people who put a little bit more effort into their fan fiction than just than just writing shitty fanfic. Respecting and preferring the original lore is fine. Just don't go shitting on other people's efforts. Nothing wrong with you know, just preferring, like, you know, what's already set in stone. That's fine. It's just, you know, don't be an elitist fuck while you're at it. Let's do another one. No, I guess coming from someone whose name is Gilgamesh, that's to be expected. Okay, I've already done the repair missions. Let me see here. Quick repair you. Quick repair you. Then quick repair you. Hold up. No, wrong mission. I want to do 5-4. Abundance of fucking hit cliffhangers. Yeah, a ton of people really hate how I write cliffhangers. It was perfect too because there was like a streak. I was on one time I went on a streak of chapters where I managed to write cliffhanger after cliffhanger after cliffhanger. That was hilarious. I still don't know how I pulled that off. Fate and Toho crossover. I mean, I've thought about it. The problem is that I don't know enough about either of them. So, I really can't imagine, like, accurately, like, how I would be able to, like, think about their interactions. That and there's also the risk of turning a fanfiction like that into just a power level battle between Toho and Fate. I would rather avoid that if I can. Have I considered publishing my books before? I've been told by more than just a few people that or I've been asked by more than few people who asked me why I haven't published any of my stories yet, because I'm just not interested. Who the hell's gonna buy fanfiction to begin with? Like in 5 minutes? Yeah, actually, it should start in 5 minutes. What site? Fanfiction.net. Yeah, plus copyright. Let's see if iOS has got the update. There's still no update on the App Store, so. see you're a man of culture. How much you'd be willing to sell your story so we could read it as a price? No, none. I wouldn't sell it. Why am I charging you a price to read a fucking fan fiction? That's absurd. Oh, ESMR, sorry about the crunching. Second bag? No. So the first one. Because capitalization? No, because I'm not a fucking dick. Why would you write fan fiction just so that you can charge people to read it? By that point, why not just make your own original stories? Paid streams when? Never. The crazy ideas and stories are worth reading. Where can I find them? Just type in ambience of Fleet Symphony into Google. Just click the first link and then click on my author link. You should be able to find something. You write dojins too? I wish I had this skill. I wish I could fucking draw. I can't. Change every name in your Kantai fic. Why? What for? Nope. Servers are still down. So, I'm a dirty liar. Change names and sell. I don't know. By that point, I might as well just write my own original story. I thought about writing my own original stories. I thought about it. You don't have to substitute Damon for me? What does that mean? Just need the 100 batteries keycard mission. I'll be done for today's. I guess the think that's it. If you had to list your top 3 search H categories, what would they be? Vanilla. I wonder why I have to think about this. Vanilla, Hot Springs, and as a degen option, Tentacles. Is he talking about grapes? Is he talking about soda flavors? No, someone asked me what my 3 most searched hentai categories would be. Hand holding is more degenerate than tentacles. Can confirm. Can confirm. You have much more degenerate ones, like head padding. You ever watched whatever that is? No. I don't really watch too much hentai. I keep up with doujins though. Any update on that geo maintenance? No fucking idea. I'll stay up till like 3. If nothing happens until 3, I'm just gonna get off. You ever feel you might be boring compared to the weirdos on the internet? I am boring compared to other people on the internet. I don't, for the most part, I don't really freak out. I don't really have any weird shticks. I'm just a dude, a nerdy ass min-maxer who farms a whole bunch on mobile games and calls it a day. That's it. Faye has a huge intake of doujins lately because it's FGO's FGO's popularity is spiking right now. This is kind of like what Contact Collection was going through a couple years back during the peak of Contact Collection's popularity, kind of like that. Why are we getting into this shit now? It's not like we have anything better to talk about. So why are we watching you minus your money? How are you watching my money? You're watching me waste my money. I come on here, see some girls frontline, you fucking degenerates start talking about hand holding. Not safe for work tag, motherfucker. Hey, these guys started it. You know YouTube chat, always degenerate. If you want to spend it that way, is it wasted? Yes, it's still wasted, because it was a bad investment. Time is it here? 2:30. Gonna get Apollo Gems or Apple G's for NAFGO. Who knows? It's fucking Aniplex. Who fucking knows? No, MP3 in your ride, not MP5. I would rather farm this event, not gotcha roll. Why did PayPal only send me one iTunes gift code when I paid for 3? And it's been an hour already. The fuck is this shit? Guess it's another 30 minutes. Well, like I said, I'm gonna stay up until 3. If the servers still aren't up by that time, I'm just gonna go straight to sleep because I still got work tomorrow. No, I don't whale in this game. I'm free to play. What color? My two favorite colors are red and blue, but I don't think they're good house colors, or colors that you should use to paint shit with. I rarely see you on Discord. You mean the Carnival Degen Discord? I don't really hang out there anymore now. I'm still part of it. If you ping me there, I'll reply, but I don't really hang out there. Yes, I'm unlocked a row. Where is Ro? I know she's here somewhere. There she is. Welcome back, Ruby. Hey Zeno, how's it going, man? Hey Lucky Master, how's it going? What am I waiting for anyway? For FGO servers to get back on. I've already done all my dailies for Girls Frontline as much as I can do for now. Azure Lane is also in maintenance. FGO was supposed to be off maintenance 2.5 hours ago, almost 3 hours ago. But then Apple decided to say fuck you. Remington is pretty cute. And in Girls Frontline. So much for family friendly. We were never family friendly here. You take your family friendly bullshit and get the fuck out. Have you ever thought of doing a quest? What's that? Oh, you can't roll? Well, you always have Valentine's and next year's Nerofest, so it's not too bad. You find Azure Lane more grindy than FGO. The reason why you think that is because it's much easier to grind as a free to play on Azure Lane. Because you're not locked by like a an AP requirement. As long as you have the oil, you can keep grinding. So that's why you think it, because you can grind more and you do grind more. Whereas in FGO, what are you going to use to grind? You're not gonna refill on rainbow apples. You don't do that unless you're a whale or you're a degen or you're both. You can, but not for about a week. That's fine. That's fine. You've been grinding through for about a week for Fox Girls with no luck. It took me 2 weeks to get both of them. So, don't worry. Fight the good fight. I'm not gonna get a gold all metal nodes. Nah, too much of a hassle. I know eventually I'm gonna get around to doing it, just not now. FGO grinding is between Azure and FGO. What is that supposed to mean? Girls Frontline. Azure Lane is easiest, then Girls Frontline, and then FGO. In terms of like effort. They should extend Nerofest. Wait. Sure. Why not? Seriously, what's up with Apple? They're being idiots, like always. Girls Frontline grinding is kind of slow, around 50 to 90. That's true. It gets a little bit faster if you supplement their leveling with combat reports, and if you do level 3 combat sim EXP simulations. Those give you a ton of XP. Like literally, it gives you like each time you complete a level 3 combat sim training exercise, it gives you 240,000 XP. That's a ton. Am I worried about the challenge quests? No. Is there a more grind-heavy game than FGO? I'm sure there is. Like Grand Blue Fantasy. I hear people are saying that game is incredibly grindy. Actually, it's more difficult. She's just bad with bullet time games. Well, good thing there's an auto run feature in that game. Leave it to Apple to fuck things up, man. Every time you tell your friends about your videos or advice in FGO, they ask who you are. You very nearly go through your entire intro. It's your boy Asian Psycho. That's it. Do something productive. Does that count? How interesting would it be to have for race and to be a special gun and goes from like... I mean, I guess it would be cool. It'll never happen though. Hey Tristan, yeah, I've been streaming for like seven, almost 8 hours now. But I'm about to get off stream soon. If the FGO servers don't go back on in about 10 minutes, then I'm just gonna call it a night. I feature Dirty Bomb streams. I'm gonna hold off on it until I get a new PC. I'm strongly considering getting a new PC for Black Friday because my current PC is having a ton of problems where the graphics card just fails. Like in the middle of like just sometimes random. I can kind of predict when it'll like kind of like fail. And what I mean by that is that if I'm like running any web browsers that have like Flash Player on it or maybe HTML5, I don't know exactly what causes it, but like my graphics card will literally just die. It'll die for like a split, like a couple of seconds. It'll come back saying that, oh, your driver blah 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 has failed and shit like that. I've tried fixing it before, but The solutions I found were not satisfactory. I've tried them. If I had to guess what what the cause was, I would have to say it's because my friends and I built this PC that I'm using right now to stream like 3.5 years ago, 3 years ago, and not even that. It's gotta have been more than 3 years ago. At least 4. Yeah, 4 years ago or something. Yeah, and then yeah, I would have to say that they I guess we didn't assemble it very well, and then now, like 4 years later, it's definitely showing its age. AMD, no, it's NVIDIA. Buying PC? I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. I'm the last person you want to ask for buying PCs. Build a new one. I'm gonna get a pre-built, or I'm gonna pick parts and I'm gonna people assemble it and then ship it to me, because I would much rather trust someone else who knows what they're doing. How many TDL contracts do I have saved up? Like right now, about a little over 100. Check FGO. How did the conversion to iOS go? It went smoothly, actually. No problems. No problems at all. Nope, still extended. Game's still down. I guess if he had so much money, well, yeah. If I'm willing to drop so much fucking cash on a goddamn mobile game, why wouldn't I be okay with getting a pre-built or getting it assembled and not building on my own? What's the generic recipe for crafting T-dolls? There's not really a generic one. Actually, there might be. Let's see. There is a semi-global one. There's a recipe for semi-global, and that's 400, 400, 430, and that'll give you everything. That'll give you a shot at everything except for handguns and machine guns. And semi-global for everything but handguns is 600, 600, 400, and 400. But usually you want to go for like gun type specific recipes. Do you grind 0-2 for dailies? Yeah. Good place for XP, and yeah, I'm also grinding there just to see if I can get lucky and pick up PK as a drop. I've gotten all the other 3 possible 4 stars before. I've yet to get PK as a drop, so I grind 0-2 for dailies. Yeah, I grind 0-2. Kappa. So I wanted to let you know the links / pin comment for your PCB video. What about it? Much longer. Not on there? What do you mean not on there? Let's see. Yeah, you're right. My pinned comment isn't appearing. Let me try fixing that. it was pinned when I pinned it earlier. It's actually super weird. Percent and complete. Ow, my ears. Yeah, it says on my page. It says my comment is already pinned. So I have no idea why it's not showing up. It's fucking YouTube. I'll just blame YouTube as always, because YouTube is a fucking shit site now. So I'll copy that. Let's see. Let's try this. So I'm gonna delete that public comment. That comment. Let's see if that works. Will this work? If this doesn't work, then I honestly don't know what's going on. Okay, there you go. Check again. What's your name?